Okay. Vita. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man.
I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me, where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry. You know what I mean? Because I have two daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer. You know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
What's the deal, baby? You already know it is the big boss dog, cake poke through the dope. Here to talk to the box before I get my soliloquy. Maybe tough times don't last, good people do. Don't off yourself. Cut them in the fine line, maybe it matter. Peak game, metaphors on what? Swing. Your boy is ready to get a chop. It's semi-cold. It ain't really cold, but it's semi-cold. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of perfect weather down here in this Texas. How y'all doing? Hope all is well. Happy holidays to everybody. If I ain't tell you happy Thanksgiving to you. You know what I'm saying? It's going down like this and like that. Gervonta Davis had his press conference with Lamar Roach yesterday. And I'm going to make a separate video about, you know, what he said post-fight interview as far as, you know, certain fighters. Because, you know, he got asked some questions about certain fighters. But, Gervonta Davis says that he going to retire. He said he tired of this boxing game. He said, man, you know, after next year, he said, I'm going to do 3 fights next year. After that, I'm done. He said, I'm done. He said, you know, I want to be better for my daughters. You know, I just had a son. You know, I'm going to get therapy, you know, and I'm going to do, you know, because I want to be, you know, he said, I can't get therapy now because I'm fighting. And he said, you know, all the rage and all the stuff I've been through is the reason I am how I am in that ring. You know what I'm saying? But he said, I want to get therapy and get the help that I need so I can be better for my daughters, you know, and his kids. He said, I want to be softer for them. And I got to respect it. You know what I'm saying? I got to respect that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff that as men we don't talk about. You know, it's frowned upon. It's like, nigga, you want to get therapy? Like, you know what I mean? But it needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? I think men, and I'm not trying to discredit women go through a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? They go through a lot. But men go through a lot as well. But women have a way to where they can talk about it freely, whereas men, we're not supposed to talk about it freely. You feel me? Like, it's anything that we go through, it's like, all right, nigga, suck it up. Pause. That was crazy. Hell no. Pause that. Big pause that. But basically, like, you know, tough up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be all right. That's just how our world is. You know, and Gervonta Davis is just basically explaining, like, look, I want to be better. Now, I don't know what Gervonta Davis been through in his life. I ain't took the time to look it up or nothing. I typically try not to look at anything personal with fighters. You know what I mean? I try to look at, like, stuff that they doing in the open. You know what I'm saying? Like, how Tank is buying and building affordable housing for, you know, his whole block. You know what I'm saying? How things like that. I try to stay away from, you know, them in relationships or them with kids and stuff like that. I try to stay away from all that. But I think Gervonta Davis, man, is telling you how the things that men go through. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go through a lot, you know? Now, as it pertains to the fighting, I can see why he frustrated. You know what I'm saying? You know, he just like, man, I'm tired of this stuff. This stuff lame. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I agree with boxing is lame now, bro. You got certain dudes and media who sack chase fighters. You know what I'm saying? And particularly what they do is the fighter that they like, they ignore everything this nigga do. This nigga can do some foul stuff, they gonna ignore it. You know what I mean? They do that with Terrence Crawford. They do that with Shakur. They do that with any non-PBC fighter, they do that. You know what I'm saying? Now me, I call a spade a spade. If you acting out of character, hey, you getting cooked. You know what I mean? We gonna question it. Cause I operate as a man first at the end of the day. You feel me? So it's like when you get these dudes, bro, some of these channels, they like to sack chase fighters because, oh, you know, I'm cool with this fighter, or, you know, hey man, look, it don't mean that I ain't cool with you because, you know, I'm calling out something I think that ain't solid. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, if I knew a lot of these fighters like on one-on-one, I would go talk to them about it. You know, on one-on-one. Like if I got cool with Terrence Crawford, we cool, like we tight. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just go run up on nobody and be like, hey, nigga, you know what I mean? If me and him was tight, I'm like, bro, like, you did this right here, like, why you do that? Or why you say that? And then he'll be able to tell me. Then I can say, okay, boom. You know? And then I wouldn't, me, type of dude I am, I wouldn't even talk about it. I wouldn't, like, publicly. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just sitting there saying, bro, like, I keep boxing. You know what I mean? I don't believe in sack chasing no fighters. You know what I mean? I got in this YouTube game because there's certain narratives that get put on some fighters that they want to put narratives on, but ignore stuff that they favorite fighters are doing. And Tank is one of those guys they throwing jackets on. Oh, Tank don't want to fight nobody. What you mean he don't want to fight nobody? On which you can go to my previous videos, I broke that down. But in boxing, it's narratives that they want to push, right? It's dudes that sack chase off his name, and you know what I'm saying, and to try to, you know, and it's crazy. They only call them out when they got a fight scheduled or they got something planned. When I see a dude calling Tank out, they got a fight coming up or they got a fight scheduled. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? If I see them boys, they calling Tank, they got a fight coming up. Somebody scheduling from a fight. And it's finna get brought to the forefront to the public. That's what I see when I see somebody calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. It's crazy, bro. It's like, that's the only time they call him out. They don't call him out when they free. You feel me? So, I understand Tank with that. You want to retire. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of foolishness going on in the sport of boxing. And, we gotta fix it, man. We gotta fix it. You know what I mean? But y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's go.